Hello, today's daily reading comes from the book of the Apocrypha. We are reading the book of Enoch, chapter 61, and it reads as follows. And I saw in those days how long cords were given to those angels, and they took to themselves wings and flew. And they went towards the north, and I asked the angel, saying unto him, Why have those angels taken those cords and gone off? And he said unto me, They have gone to measure. And the angel who went with me said unto me, These will bring the measures of the righteous and the ropes of righteous to the righteous, and they may stay themselves on the name of the Lord of spirits forever and ever. The elect will begin to dwell with the elect, and those are the measures which will be given to faith, and which will strengthen righteousness. And these measures will reveal all the secrets of the depths of the earth, and those who have been destroyed by the desert, and those who have been devoured by the beast, and those who have been devoured by the fish of the sea, that they may return and stay themselves on the day of the elect one. For none will be destroyed before the Lord of spirits, and none can be destroyed. And all who dwell above in the heavens received a command and power and one voice and one light like unto fire. And that one with their first words they blessed and extolled and lauded with wisdom, and they were wise in utterance and in the spirit of life. And the Lord of spirits placed the elect one on the throne of glory, and he will judge all the works of the holy above in the heaven and in the balance where their deeds be weighed, and when he will lift up his countenance to judge their secret ways according to the word of the name of the Lord of spirits, and their path according to the way of the righteous judgment of the Lord of spirits. Then will they all with one voice speak and bless and glorify and extol and sanctify the name of the Lord of spirits. And he will summon all the hosts of the heavens and all the holy ones above, and the hosts of God, the cherubim, seraphim, and Ophinim, and all the angels of power, and all the angels of principalities, and the elect one, and the other powers of the earth and over the water. On that day will raise one voice and bless and glorify and exalt in the spirit of faith, and in the spirit of wisdom, and in the spirit of patience, and in the spirit of mercy, and in the spirit of judgment, and of peace, and in the spirit of goodness, and will all say with one voice, Blessed is he, and may the name of the Lord of spirits be blessed forever and ever. All who sleep not above in heaven will bless him. All the holy ones who are in heaven will bless him. And all the elect who dwell in the garden of life, and every spirit of light who is able to bless and glorify and extol and hallow your blessed name, and all flesh will become beyond measure, glorify and bless your name forever and ever. For great is the mercy of the Lord of spirits, and he is long suffering, and all his works and all that he has created he has revealed to the righteous and elect in the name of the Lord of spirits. Chapter 62. And so the Lord commanded the kings and the mighty and the exalted and those who dwell on the earth, and said, Open your eyes and lift up your horns, if you are able to recognize the elect one. And the Lord of spirits seated him on the throne of his glory, and the spirit of righteousness was poured out upon him. And the word of his mouth slays all the sinners, and all the unrighteous are destroyed from before his face. And there will stand up in that day all the kings and the mighty and the exalted and those who hold the earth, and they will see and recognize how he sits on the throne of his glory, and righteousness is judged before him, and no lying word is spoken before him. Then will pain come upon them as a woman of travail, as she has pain in bringing out, when her child enters the mouth of the womb, and she has pain in bringing out. And one portion of them will look on the other, and they will be terrified, and they will be downcast of countenance, and pain will seize them when they see that Son of Man sitting on the throne of his glory, and the kings and the mighty and all who possess the earth will bless and glorify and extol him who rules over all who was hidden. For from the beginning the Son of Man was hidden, and the Most High preserved him in the presence of his might, and revealed him to the elect. And the congregation of the elect and the holy will be sown, and the elect will stand before him on that day, and all the kings and the mighty and the exalted and those who rule the earth will fall down before him on their faces, and worship and set their hope upon the Son of Man, and to petition him and supplicate for mercy at his hands. Nevertheless, that Lord of spirits will so press them that they will have to go out from his presence, and their faces will be filled with shame, and the darkness grow deeper on their faces. And he will deliver them to the angels for punishment, to execute vengeance on them, because they have oppressed his children and his elect, and they will be a spectacle for the righteous and for his elect. They will rejoice over them, because the wrath of the Lord of spirits rests upon them, and his sword is drunk with their blood, and the righteous and elect will be saved on that day, and they will never again see the face of the sinners and unrighteousness. And the spirit of and the Lord of spirits will abide over them. And with the Son of Man will they eat and lie down and rise up forever and ever. And the righteous and elect will have risen from the earth and cease to be of downcast countenance, and they will have been clothed with garments of glory. And these will be the garments of life from the Lord of spirits, and your garments will not grow old, and nor your glory pass away before the Lord of spirits. Amen.